Super Bowl spots are the first look anyone in the general public gets of the upcoming film. 2011 Super Bowl, which featured the Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, by the way, had two very big first looks. But as you'll see, they panned out very differently. First up, take a look at how Chris Evans' Captain America introduced himself to the world.
Whatever happens, stay who you are. Not just a soldier, but a good man.
How do you feel?
Taller.
What do you think?
I think it works.
As a first look, a lot of that was very promising. Evans looked the part. The film seemed to have the World War II background down to a science, and the glimpses of Hugo Weaving's Red Skull were short but ominous. That film turned out to be a rollicking fun adventure and key to the success of the Avengers, which itself had a strong Super Bowl presence the next year. Now for comparison, let's take a look at the spot for Transformers: Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon had a lot to prove, with audiences feeling burned after the massive Transformers Revenge of the Fallen back in 2009. This trailer is gripping. I'm not sure if it's the music or the imagery, but this made me hyped, as did the rest of the trailers. Then this happened.
I'm Wang. Deep Wang. Deep Wang. You're not getting it. Deep throated.
Yeah. The cinematography and special effects is still impressive, but come on. Deep Wang? This year also gave us a first look at the mysterious J.J. Abrams sci-fi thriller Super 8, also Cowboys and Aliens, Thor, Battle L.A., Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides, Rango, Kung Fu Panda 2, Fast 5, and more. What I'm trying to say was that it was a big year for
Hell of
films.
a year, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I think...
I was going to say Dark of the Moon actually did look pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't remember
think
it. I fell asleep to it, but...
Dark of the Moon, it's too long.
Yeah,
it's too long.
I put it on my couch one day and was just nuts.
It's a movie of two halves. It's the second best Transformers movie, if we're being completely honest. But the first
it doesn't
hour
say
and a
much.
half is useless. It's completely useless.
And then
It's
isn't the last
terrible.
half hour just that one action scene?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Which is pretty good. It's a pretty good action scene, if I'm being completely honest. And that's what's all in the trailer.
Maybe I'll rewatch it. Maybe I probably won't.
Don't rewatch it. It's really not worth it. But that's what I'm talking about. How little teasers like that can build your anticipation more and more. You know.
Absolutely. And Captain America, which did end up being good.
Captain America, which did end up being
that was
good.
a good trailer.
Sometimes they pan out, sometimes they go. That's my point with this whole thing. Anyway, that was an interesting year, I think, for me personally.
Yeah, absolutely. And as for my year, we all love trailers, and we love the Super Bowl. So whoever put them together is a pretty great man. Though it was not long ago that we got some pretty great ones as a whole. The year 2013 had a lot in store for us, and that didn't change for the Super Bowl commercials either. I mean, sure, they showed us Oz the Great and Powerful. But they also gave us a pretty badass Fast and Furious 6 trailer as well. One of the turning points in the Fast franchise, but it didn't stop there. Two of my favorites from that year are the Iron Man 3 Super Bowl spot, mainly because of how great they showed the Iron Man character. They give you a pretty compelling trailer with bits from the movie and a great intro from Stark himself.
How many in the air, Jarvis?
13, sir.
How many can I carry?
4.
Oh, boy.
And the second one? Star Trek Into Darkness. Not really like the third installment's trailer. They should take cues from this one, showing us some great visuals, gripping plot points, and a menacing Benedict Cumberbatch.
You think your world is safe? It is not. Who the hell are you? I am better.
At what?
Everything. Shall we begin?
God That man could read my world religions textbook, and I'd listen to every word. What will put together 30 seconds, though?
What,
Really?
what world religions textbook? You didn't buy a textbook.
You're right, I didn't
we sit
buy
in the
it, but
back
if
and watch movies.
You watch movies, I write the review.
Okay, fair
I actually did. I wrote the review in my 5 o'clock class today. But, sorry, Mom. But yeah. But yeah, no, great trailer, great voiceover from Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
The one, although Iron Man 3, I guess I falsely put something in. The Super Bowl trailer I saw had a really cool intro from Tony that
No,
wasn't in there.
it was there. I just snipped the end of it. I like 'cause we
I
couldn't
was
do
confused.
the whole thing was like 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
True,
I just
okay.
couldn't do the whole thing.
Gotcha, I was
I probably
confused
should
for a
have looked
second.
at the script and saw what you were talking
It's all
about.
good.
But yeah, 2 interesting movies to talk about. And I think I liked both of them personally.
Iron Man 3, I didn't dislike, but I don't know. I didn't think it quite stuck with me as well as some other people. I know that's one of the big ones we're indifferent on.
We disagree on that.
Yeah, but Into Darkness, when I saw it, I know I liked that one a lot. And
Yeah,
Cumberbatch is great.
Cumberbatch does a great job.
Yeah.
Into Darkness is actually the least liked Star Trek movie by Star Trek fans,
So I've heard.
which is interesting to me because
So
I
I've
think
heard.
it's one of the better ones. But I mean, like, not as far as Star Trek goes. It's one of the best movies,
Just
but not
as
one of
a
the best
whole,
Star Trek
yeah.
movies from what I've seen.
Right.
Anyways, 2013, interesting year. They're interesting every year. I'm always excited to see
They are.
what's going to come
Although
from
I
the
would
Super
say
Bowl.
this one was better than at least my year, maybe your year too, as a whole. I think like the trailers from 2016.
I think there was a
they
lot
were
in
good.
I think there was a lot in 2011, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
gonna have to look
that
at it
was
again,
why
but-
that's why I talked about it. But there was a lot of good stuff this year too.